Yes.
And
Never
it's
woken
pretty
up this
cold.
early.
Here we go.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's what you call a self-running shot. Looks just great.
Sherbaz Khan, look at the camera. What are you doing?
Waiting for our Uber to arrive. We go to Burendi's house and then there we will go in the coaster.
Hello.
Very beautiful.
What about sprinting and all?
Yeah, sprinting, fully charged, ready to run.
Marco.
Yes, and it will be great.
Absolutely. Wonderful, wonderful. Keep going. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
आगे मौलवी. Here's the hero मौलवी. वालेकुम अस्सलाम.
Oh yes. Ali documentary है यार.
हाँ जीना कैसा अच्छा लगा?
And we are gonna do some cool things in it.
Play football.
Yes,
Very
sprint.
fun.
Let's
Oh
see
yeah.
who's the fastest.
Yes.
I will win. Telling you.
That's a wrap.
आज good morning हुई है.
बस क्या कर रहे हो यार?
It's gonna be really cool. It's an adventure. Really, really awesome. Alright, so we'll catch you in the next shot. The way that it grows you as an individual is that when you are in a place that is really beautiful, you know, and it just looks really remarkable. When you're there, when you're sitting there, you start realizing the potential that exists within you. You can reflect better, you can understand how to take care of your stress better. You can generally just know how to take care of a lot of things that may be troubling you inside. One really profound lesson that I learned when I was actually sitting uh, right in front of the water, in front of the sea, on the beach, and I started thinking that all the things that may put fear in our minds, that may make us feel uncomfortable about something, are just something that exists in our head. When I was sitting there, I started thinking that all of these things that I think are just in my mind. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to be so worried about. Because when you see the power of nature in front of you like that, you start realizing how little it is, how insignificant it is, the things that we may fear or what we may worry about. So there's no such thing. So the idea is that you need to go out there and understand this power of nature. The way that adventure teaches me about the potential of life is actually very simple. Here's the thing. I'll give you an example. Say I, Jannah Khan, am sitting in my place, in my comfort zone basically, which is, say, my room where I work. And then I get out of that room, probably go to the kitchen or the other room or some other place in the house. And then I basically keep moving back and forth in these areas. So, or I could go on the roof. But when you keep doing these things day in, day out, and you don't really have that novelty in this routine, what's going to happen is that you're eventually going to get bored of this. Even if you have the most exciting things to do and a lot of expectations you have from your own self and other people, still it's going to get boring. But when you actually go and experience something totally different from this daily routine, you're going to start realizing how much richness exists within yourself and the world that you see outside. In this case, say you went to a place where there's a lot of mountains, a lot of trees, a river as well. Just imagine how that is going to feel like. I mean, do the comparison here. Being in a place that has just walls, doors, and windows, and then you go to a place where there's a lot of birds around you, the wind, the different smells of all these things combined, and the water and the mountains and the clouds. So it really engages all of your senses. So you start realizing there's so much here in the world that I can experience.
And we have reached our destination. Just like old times. There's a car right there. We have arrived. Hello there. Alright, so that's the vehicle that we'll be going in. And that's what it looks like. So we're here right now. And after a while we're going to be leaving. One heck of an adventure. We're about to head out. Yes. Choosing our seat. Yes. And I'm gonna be driving. You will drive it?
The way that it grows me as an individual is that I become more confident, I become more optimistic about myself and my goals and the things that I need to take care of. It just basically adds that much more energy inside me, which I can use to make all the difference that I ever wanted to. So once you have this energy inside you, saying it is one thing, experiencing it is another. When you experience it, you start realizing how much you can do, how much potential there is that exists within you that you can use to make the difference that you've always wanted to.
So we are on our way to Ratnagiri Beach. Hope you would enjoy the experience with us. Yes, you will. That's all. Inshallah. Okay, so we're actually waiting for the ladies to to get some stuff, and after that we can be on our way. Video bomb.
When recently I walked onto a beach, and when I saw the beauty of the ocean and the beach and the mountains and the rocks beside it, I kind of felt like something happened in my brain, something just snapped up, like, whoa, that's different. So made me realize that when you are, again, as I said, stuck up in everyday activities of life, you kind of forget the beauty of life. So the biggest profound lesson that I have found is that life is a lot bigger, it's a lot grander than you sometimes start to think it is. Like, when you're working, you forget all these things. So when you go to a place like a beach, you see the beauty of it, you see the grand scale of it, you realize that there's so much to be done, so much to be explored, and so much that you can do. So it just is a reminder of how you need to be doing great stuff in life.
This place rocks. Absolutely wonderful. It's just beautiful. Amazing. Just fantastic. Shirts. What's happening?
Meet Muhammad Bilal, Hinu's son.
Yes.
Say hi.
And he
says hi.
he's such a good boy.
Hello.
Hello.
What's
Nah,
that?
stay away from the camera.
What's that?
And check these guys out in the distance. Exploring.
Muhammad Bilal. Okay, so what's up? What you feeling like? This is awesome.
This is awesome.
We have a little hut here, and we are going to.
You will look good. Come on. Penne?
चश्मे पहनो ना. He's my buddy.
Alright, so we're in this place. Getting ready. They got ready actually, not me though. And this is Ayatul Kursi right here. This is where everyone's kept their stuff. And that is yes. This is the bathroom. निकल लेना 2 मिनट में आ रहा हूँ This is like the path of life, the journey of life, ultimately the path to Jannah, an instance of which we have just experienced, and we made it. So that's where I am coming from. Check it out. Awesome. This is Jan. I will catch you in the next clip. I'm kind of out of breath. That's not me, but it's okay. See you later. You ready to be surprised? Check it out.
Did you ever wonder where you came from? Who is the Lord of all creation? The little fish said, that's my Lord. The little fish said, that's my Lord. The little fish said, that's my Lord. Allah, the creator of us all. Hey little bird, so way up high, light up the sky with your colored design. Tell me who made you and I.
बाद में ले लेगा ना यार, बस करो ना. कितनी देर हो गई?
That's my Lord, the little bird said. That's my Lord, that's my Lord.
अरे दीदी ने बोला मैं पागल आ गई. बोल ले. They won't remember after a week. But we will remember forever. Look at that.
What's right before our eyes? Signs from the Lord.
So the thing is, this place is a reminder of what heaven is going to be like. Really, it's an instance of heaven. One of the many. See, check it out.
said, that's my Lord, Allah, the creator of us all. Hey, king of the jungle, the mighty lion, top of the food chain, no denying, but who is the one that you
It's amazing, this place. It's really beautiful. All I will say is that all of this stuff that you see is like a glimpse, a very minor glimpse of heaven. You can only imagine what Allah will reward His faithful servants at the end of this adventure that we know as life. It's just so beautiful. It's amazing. So, I don't know, I'm kind of speechless, overwhelmed by this beauty. It's really beautiful. Fantastic.
you see. What will come later, we all return.
One of the most profound lessons that I learned when I was, out on an adventure, when I was there, and when I was thinking about all the challenges I face, all the things that I may fear, all the things that that might make me uncomfortable, when I was there, when I was experiencing all these different things with all my senses engaged, I started thinking, all these things that I think are a challenge are actually nothing. It's just in my own mind. All I have to do is reflect for long enough and engage myself in the right ways to find that strength to overcome the things that I think are a challenge. It's that simple. So this lesson is something that I keep thinking about all the time, and it has really made all the difference in my personality.
All right.
Check where we are.
Yes.
Nature central. All
This
around
is
us.
just
Beautiful rocks. The ocean. This is the Arabian Sea. We are on an epic adventure.
indeed one adventure
I'm injured.
of a
Also,
lifetime.
pretty bad, but it's worth it.
And check this out in the distance.
So nice and warm here, you know. The stones are nice and they're cooling. They're warming me up. I'm kind of feeling cold right now. Because the sun is here, and I think some kind of humidity is here because of these rocks.
Yes.
So, anyways,
And you should make one for me.
And when you step out of this cocoon, something happens, something changes inside you. It probably can't be explained in words, but all I can say is something changes, like you're a different person, you know? You start thinking that, yeah, maybe it won't be something really obvious, but somewhere subconsciously, some neural connection will be made that, you know, just because you saw that beautiful ocean, just because you saw that one little bird flying across the sun, it kind of, it sticks in your head, you know, and it motivates you, it adds positive energy inside you. So, yeah, that is like a great potential for growth for you.
So guys, that's a wrap. This place is just amazing. I feel like I can stay here forever. You know, it's timeless.
Exactly. That place right there. They look at the sunshine glistening on the water. Beautiful. This is one of the first times that, and crabs have a tendency that as soon as they see you, they know they have to hide. So they are sitting on the surface, but as soon as you go close, they start hiding under the rock.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Because they know we can eat them. People do actually grab them and eat them. They're a rare delicacy, actually. And these shells, they're bugs actually, they're creatures. They're those
I know that.
So here's the thing. Normally, the things that you get used to, it goes like this. Say if I was to count from 1 till 10. The things that you get used to, that's the scale. That's the amount of things that you're going to experience. 1 to 10. But when you bring in something totally different, something totally new, you change the scale, you actually take the number 10 to 100. Now imagine how many things you will experience when you have your scale extended to 100, right? So it's not just about extending it, it's about maintaining it. And when you do these two things, extending and maintaining, you will start realizing how much potential there exists in your life. Instead of just keeping your upper limit till 10, I would suggest that you take it till 100, even beyond.
If you ask how adventure would grow you, I'd ask you whether a tree would grow if it was not exposed to the sun. Every day, the sun hits the tree. That's how it grows. It needs the water, yes, but it also needs the sun. So if you don't experience this thing in life, you don't experience different things in life.
So what you're saying is that adventure is like the sun.
Yeah, I mean, it's the light. It's the energy outside your comfort zone that's coming to you. If you bring that into your life, it will grow you. It will grow you just much like that tree.
Absolutely.
So it's very important, and it's very important for your growth.
So guys, let some sunshine enter your life. So on this question, I would put forth a counter question. I would say, how do we gain more clarity? How do we develop a more clear sense of doing the things that really matter to us, instead of letting confusion come in because we're lost in everyday routines and daily chores. How do we bring in that clarity? I have a suggestion. I think one of the easiest things to do, just go to the beach and sit where there aren't a lot of people around. Just sit in front of the water. If there's a rock, I would suggest that you go and sit on that rock, and then just be. Just reflect on who you are, what you do, and the things that matter to you. Just think about them and relax. And then you will gain that sense of clarity that you've always been looking for, and you will see how much of a difference it's going to make when you leave that place and get back to what you were doing.
Absolutely, like what you're saying, like separate yourself, isolate yourself. You need to do that sometimes. And it's important to be around people. It's important to be able to cope with people, to work with them. But it's just as important to sometimes just, walk off into another path where there's nobody around. You get to talk to yourself. You keep hearing the voices of people around you every day, but in all those voices, your own voice gets lost, right? So when you want to listen to yourself again, you have to seclude yourself. You have to listen to what your heart is saying, what your mind is saying. So it's very important to do that.
It's one of the most essential things that you need to schedule in your life.
It will help you become a better person.
Make the difference. Make a difference. Make a difference. place is heaven. It's heaven. It's just amazing. Wonderful. So, spent a few hours here. I experienced so much. It's just fantastic. Amazing. Just so beautiful. Breathtaking. It's one of my most amazing experiences that I've seen in my life. I cannot imagine, I cannot describe in words how beautiful this is, how amazing this experience was. Just breathtaking. So it was a great experience. Just witnessed fantastic things. Just beautiful. I mean, बहुत मजा आया. It was really good. So much inspiration and motivation. Alhamdulillah. Subhanallah, actually. Just amazing. Really. When I look in the distance, it is just remarkable. Just remarkable.
अब सब थके हैं.
When you look at animals, you look at the trees blowing, swaying in the wind.
Trees blowing?
What?
What are you saying? Trees swaying?
Look, let me,
Oh
let
yeah,
me, let
that
me.
would be like, don't say anything. trees move, okay, so that's it. Adds a lot of variety in my in my perception. So that's one of the things how it grows.
Yeah.
As an individual. Oh come on, that was so good.
Sorry.
Now you stop.
You know what happened? I was like, hey, what you looking at me for? It's my turn? Oh shit, I didn't think of what to say.
I can feel your pain. Okay.
अगला अंकल ही हो छोटे बच्चे अंकल हो साथ वाले बैठा हुआ है हाँ No video for losers. मजा आ गया.
Now I'm gonna take you into this place where everybody is going haywire. There's Sherry trying to get his clothes dried.
You bring all of that positive
Exactly.
influence with you, and then you work better. You are not the same person again. Everything that you do and see becomes totally different. Yeah. Cut that out.
There he is again. You're gonna stay with a wet pant for the rest of your life, at least for this day.
No problem.